Good morning, my dear students. Today we will start new chapter. The name of the chapter is Introduction to Sets. You are going to read sets first time, so you have to read it properly and listen me carefully about introduction of sets. First of all, we will discuss what is a set. Definition of set is a set is well-defined collection of distinct objects. A set is well-defined collection of distinct objects. Now, as we are talking about set, so a set here means it is collection of different things which makes a set, but we have to understand the meaning of well-defined and distinct. Well-defined and distinct. So try to understand these two terms with these two examples. First is well-defined. As you know, in English alphabet, there are 26 alphabets. These 26 alphabets are divided into two parts: vowels and consonants. Among 26, we know there are 5 vowels, and these vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Now, term well-defined here means these are the alphabets which are called vowels. Which are called vowels. So, these alphabets are well-defined because these are called vowels. We can't say B is a vowel. We can't say D is a vowel. Means if these two will be inside this or collection of these alphabets, then we will never say that these two will be the part of vowels. This is the meaning of well-defined. Now, what is the meaning of distinct here? Distinct means different. As you are seeing, here are 5 vowels. These all vowels are different from each other. A is different, E is different, I, O and U. So, these vowels are different from each other. This is the meaning of well-defined and distinct. I hope you understood. Now from another example. As we take B is a set of days of a week. Days of a week. B is a set of days of a week. Now we know that there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. These are the 7 days of a week. And these all are different from each other. If we are going to write in this June, so June becomes the month name. So we cannot take it in this group. That time it will not be the well-defined member of the set. Means these 7 days are well defined. But if June will come in the collection, it will not make a well-defined collection. So we can't take it. And these all days names are different from each other. That is distinct. This is the meaning of well-defined and distinct. Now, these vowels separately A, E, I, O and U are called members or elements of set A. Members and elements of set A. Similarly, these days Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday are elements of set B. Now, if a statement is given and it is asked to you whether the given collection is a set or not, how to tell? First of all, you will read the statement carefully. Whether the statement belongs to well-defined and distinct or not. For example, if question is asked, the difficult problems of exercise 7.1. Difficult problems of exercise 7.1. There are so many difficult problems will be there. So, is this collection make a set? No. This collection can't make a set because difficult problems are not well defined. Problems may be difficult for a student but not be difficult for another student. Similarly, another example I am giving, collection of rich people of a town. Now, rich word is not well defined because the richness cannot be well defined. One person will be richer than another, then another, like this. So, the term or the word rich is not well defined term. So, we cannot say that collection is a set. Now, these terms particularly are called, this is member or element of set A. You have to also learn members of set are always written within curly bracket or middle bracket. These two are, this is start curly bracket and this is closed curly bracket, means open and closed. Any member of set we write in this. If you are writing set A, 2, 3, 5 and you are not writing these elements in bracket, it cannot represent a set. And if you are writing A is equal to 2, 3, 5, then this means it is set A and these are members of set A. Now I am going to tell you about two symbols which we use in case of set. The symbols are this one, it is read as belongs to, another one is, it is read as does not belong to, does not belong to. How will we use these two symbols? So, try to understand. And I have written set A is equal to the members of set in curly bracket. So, like this set given to you and asked whether the elements belong to or does not belong to. For example, if I am having a set of natural numbers up to 5, means C is a set of natural numbers up to 5. So we know natural numbers up to 5. So this will be the set form. Now, if it is asked A in this set 1 dash C and it is given right belongs to or does not belong to. Fill the dash with belongs to and does not belongs to. So as you are seeing, 1 is the member or element of set C, so you can write belongs to. 4 dash C. As you are seeing, 4 is a member of set C, so you can write belongs to. If asked 6 dash C, in this case you will write 6 does not belong to. Now A dash C, as 6 is not member of set C and A is also not a member of set C, so you can write does not belong to. So these two symbols we use in this way. You have given exercise 8.1. In this exercise, you have question related to this, question number 2 and question number 3, and a statement given in question number 1, and from that statement you have to tell whether the given collections make a set or not. I hope you understood today's lecture. In next class, we will discuss about representation of set. Your homework will be exercise 8.1, question number 1 to 3. Up to 3 we will do. In next class, I will discuss representation of set. Then next questions you will do. Thank you.